Don't look out the window after midnight. I never believed in the supernatural. My whole life I thought scary stories were just tales to frighten children. But everything changed when I moved into this house. It was an old but cozy countryside house surrounded by a dense forest. The price was surprisingly low, and the owner warned me of only one thing before selling it: never look out the window after midnight. I laughed. It was silly to believe in superstitions, but something in his tone made me uneasy. His voice trembled and his gaze was empty. Still, I decided to ignore the strange warning. First night, everything was quiet. I unpacked, settled into the bedroom, and shut the curtains. I didn't care what was outside. The forest, the darkness, what difference did it make? I fell asleep without a second thought. But at exactly 12:03 a.m., a sound woke me up. A knock on the window. It was soft, as if someone gently tapped with their knuckles. I lay still, holding my breath, trying to convince myself it was just my imagination. Maybe the wind, or a bird. I didn't open my eyes. I just turned to the other side and forced myself back to sleep. Second night, 12:03 a.m. The knock came again. This time it was more persistent. The air in the room felt strange, heavy, like something unseen was pressing down on me. The room felt stuffy, like I was suffocating. I slowly opened my eyes and glanced at the window. It was closed. The curtains were still in place, but for some reason I felt someone was standing behind them. I didn't dare approach. I just shut my eyes again, praying for it to end. Third night. The knocking was louder. This time it was accompanied by whispers. I couldn't make out the words. It sounded like multiple voices speaking at once, fast, drawn out, like a distorted lullaby. I lay frozen in bed, gripping the sheets as fear crept over me. Then the whispers stopped. A new sound followed, scratching against the glass. That was the last straw. I jumped out of bed and ran to the next room, the only one without windows. I curled up in the corner and stayed there until dawn. Fourth night. I decided that if this continued, I would leave. But my curiosity wouldn't let go. What if it was just a stupid prank? What if my fear was baseless? I had to look. 12:03 a.m. knocking, whispers, scratching. I got out of bed and slowly walked toward the window. My heart pounded against my ribs. My fingers trembled as I reached for the curtain and yanked it open. My eyes widened in terror. Standing outside the window was me, an exact copy. It stared at me, but it was smiling. Its lips stretched too wide, unnaturally so, as if its face would tear apart. Its eyes were empty and dead. It didn't move. It just stared and smiled. Then it spoke. You shouldn't have looked. The lights in my house flickered and went out. Darkness. I froze. Everything was silent. It felt like minutes passed. Then I heard it, the creak of a door opening. It was inside. I lunged for the light switch, but it wouldn't turn on. My breath came in short, panicked gasps. I heard slow, heavy footsteps in the hallway. It was coming for me. I locked my bedroom door and backed away. Where was my phone? I had to call the police, but my phone was gone. The room fell silent. Then, a knock on the window. I turned. There were two of them now, two copies of me. One stood at the window, the other, right outside my door. They both smiled. Fifth night. I don't remember how I survived that moment. All I know is that I woke up the next morning on the floor. The bedroom door was open, but no one was inside. I ran outside. The sun was blinding, but I didn't care. I just needed to get away. But as I left, I noticed something on the window. Handprints. My handprints. I sold the house that very day. No one believed me. People called me crazy. Maybe I was. But every night at 12:03 a.m., I still hear the knocking. And the worst part? I live on the 10th floor.